I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Never let their colors fly. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men prepare to die.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said you should be brought into Egypt again. Now, if you ever know, anybody that reads the Bible, they were never brought into Egypt again. So Egypt has to mean something, right? Egypt is the house of bondage. That's what that means. It said you were going to come back into the house of bondage. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
You're going to come into with ships. Everybody says, you know, like it. How do we all get here? We came here on ships, right? We didn't come on no fancy boats. We didn't come on no airlines. We didn't come any of these other matters. How did we come? On the bottom of the ship. We couldn't be along the top. The white man was on the top while he was up enjoying being on top, having bathrooms, having food, while we were down in the bottom, urinating and defecating on each other. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
You shall see it no more again. What is the no more? Your homeland. You will never see your homeland of Israel again. How many of y'all have been to Israel? Raise your hand. That's what I thought. One, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And you should be sold unto your enemies. We're going to get into some more later on about that. We're going to be sold unto enemies because everybody think that so-called white man is your friend. You think that these Arabs are your friends. Think these East Indians are your friends. But it says you should be sold unto your enemies. Read.
Slakia. For bond men.
And for bond men. What does bond men? What does that mean? Slave man. Read.
And bond women.
Bond women. Slave women. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. That means redeem. Bring you back, save you. That's what it's telling you. None of these men shall save you. Who tried? Martin Luther King tried. What happened? Failed. Marcus Garvey tried. What happened? Failed. What's the Muslim man? Malcolm X. What happened with him? He got killed by his own people, by his own organization killed him. So no man shall redeem you. Is that it on that? Give me Proverbs 3:31. So I'm about to get into my topic. Well, everybody think that we should all come together, we should hold hands and sing kumbaya amongst each other, right? We should get along with all these other nations, right? But the Bible strictly prohibits that. They speak against it everywhere. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 7:6, it says that you are holy people unto the Most High your God. And He chose you above all nations. What does that do? Separate you from everybody else. The water for that, brother. He separated you from everybody. He did not want you to come together. Christ who also came, said he came for division. He didn't come for peace on earth. He wanted to divide you Israelites, from the rest of the world. And that's what the problem with the Sadducees and Pharisees had. The Sadducees and Pharisees are the same as your Christian leaders and Christian pastors today.
That's right.
They go around trying to convince you and try to save people when they hypocrites. Just like when Christ said, "Oh, ye hypocrites," talking about hypocrites, the people that was even trying to kill the. Well, like everybody knows the story about the woman that was had committed adultery, right? Everybody knows that story. And then they came, brought her amongst Christ, right? Brought her amongst Christ, and what Christ said: "Let any of you men who has not sinned throw the first stone," right? Christians always want to bring that up, right? So with that, we're going to get in some more of this. Read.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy not your oppressor. What does that mean? Do not be jealous of your oppressor. Do not do the things your oppressor does. Do not celebrate Christmas. Do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Right. Do not celebrate Easter. Do not celebrate your own birthday. As everybody want to celebrate their birthday, what is that? That's celebrating you as a God. Do not celebrate these things. These is what the heathens do. Read.
And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. Stop being homosexual. Right. Stop smoking weed. Stop selling drugs. Choose none of his ways. Who's the biggest drug dealer? The so-called white man. The CIA, the FBI has put more drugs here than a little bit.
Right.
Is there any on that? Give me Proverbs 24 and 1. Proverbs 24 and 1. The book of Proverbs is the book of wisdom. So this is the wisdom that's coming from Solomon that come unto you. Read that when you got it, huh?
Proverbs 24, verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men.
Be not envious against evil men. Read that one more time.
Be not thou envious against evil men.
Be not envious. Do not go around here trying to envy the so-called evil man, who the so-called white man is. Do not go around trying to envy him. Do not try to dress whorish like his women. Do not try to, like I said, celebrate these evil holidays that he celebrates. Do none of these things that the wicked man do. Read.
Neither desire to be with them.
Neither desire to be with them. Do not try to live in their neighborhoods. Do not try to sit at the table with the so-called evil man or the so-called white man. Read from the top.
Proverbs 24, verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them.
Neither desire to be with them. You're supposed to separate yourself from them. Just like the Most High said, just like Christ said. So why does Christianity teach you to come together when Christ never said that? Give me Jeremiah 22 and 13. Christ never said come together. He said he did not come for peace on earth. He came for division, not for all nations to get along. Christ said himself, bring all my enemies to in front of me and slay them. Does that sound like somebody that loves everybody? Do you?
No.
Read that when you got it, huh?
Book of Jeremiah 22, verse 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness.
Woe unto him who buildeth his house with unrighteousness. Woe. What does the word woe mean? It means destruction. Throw out for that, brother. Woe means destruction. He said destruction for those who buildeth his house in what?
By unrighteousness.
Unrighteousness. What does that mean? Sinfulness. Who comes and builds his house by destroying and killing and raping and pillaging everybody else to build up his house. That's what it's saying. Woe unto him. So why do you want to be around the so-called white man when his destruction is coming? Why you want to be? What you need to do is separate yourself from him. Be like we did back in the old days when we had Black Wall Street. We had I can't remember the name, but it's not down in Florida. What's that? Rosewood. When we had Rosewood. Be like those days when we were separate from each other. And that's when we actually was doing good. During the 1920s and the 30s, it was a Great Depression, right? Black people, we was always been depressed. But during that time, black people was actually doing better than they ever have been. Because when we separate ourselves from the so-called white man, when we do that, they have a depression. Because our nation spend so much money with these heathens, we keep them afloat. Did y'all even know that in West Africa, that when the slave trade ended, they damn near went bankrupt because they made so much money off of our slavery, they damn near went bankrupt. That's why they living in hell over there now, because their whole economy got jacked up because of slavery. Didn't even know this, right? Read that when you got it,
And his chambers by Rome, that using his neighbor's service without wages.
That uses his neighbor's service without wages. What is that? Slavery. Woe unto him that buildeth his house and uses his neighbor's service without wages. This was going to happen. Destruction is going to come. The Most High is going to come down and destroy this place just like he did Egypt. Give me 1 Maccabees 1:11. You got a apocrypha? No, you got a apocrypha? What destruction is going to happen to this place? Just like we read in the book of Revelation, it says, talking about that there was going to be thermonuclear warfare was happening. People was going to be standing still, and they were going to disappear because of thermonuclear warfare. That's what it's telling you. What does that sound like? A nuclear bomb, right? Nuclear bombs come in and destroy things that they don't even realize they were gone. Read. 1 Maccabees 1:11. 1 Maccabees 1:11. Thermonuclear war is going to be on this place. Do y'all honestly believe the Most High is going to let the things that happen to us by the so-called white man, he's going to let it just go? He just going to just say, "I forget about it"? You think that's what's going to happen after what he did to Egypt? Egypt is a wasteland. Their best things is things that are dead. That's the best thing in Egypt is mummies. And you want to go to Egypt and celebrate Egypt. The best thing is things that ain't moving no more in Egypt. That's because of the Most High, because of when they oppressed us. Read that when you got it out.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many.
In those days, who came out of Israel, wicked men who persuaded many. It's telling you about your so-called Christian leaders. Read on.
Saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
But make a covenant with the heathen. What is that telling you? That's telling you when they so-called made these covenants on all these laws and these different, what's the other word for laws? The amendments. To make these amendments for us to vote so that they want us to vote during these times. They wanted us to go. These wicked men that went over to start making a covenant with the heathen. And then what they did, they sold us out for it. They sold us out for it. Read on.
Saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
And since we departed from them, we've had much sorrow. What's that telling you? Now since we've departed from that, now since we departed from ourselves and being a nation, having our gates and our walls up, not letting anybody in, we have had much sorrow. Much sorrow. Give me Isaiah 14:21. Isaiah 14:21. Just like today. Not ever since we decided to come in and join these nations, when you had the so-called civil rights movement, we've had much sorrow. We actually had our own businesses. We had our own homes. When they came into Tulsa and destroyed Black Wall Street, they destroyed to the tune of today's dollars, about what, $4 billion in today's dollars. They destroyed that much, and then nobody suffered for it. Nobody went to jail. Nobody, and then these people had to literally lose. They lost everything they worked for. Everything. They lost their homes. They lost their businesses. They even lost their lives during this time. For what? Nothing. Read that when you got it.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Prepare slaughter. For who?
For his children
Keep reading.
for the iniquity of their fathers.
So prepare slaughter for these people for the iniquity of their fathers. What they did to us was iniquity. So prepare, though the Most High is preparing slaughter for them. Read.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
That they do not rise. The Most High is going to come and destroy this place. He's going to destroy the heathen. Read that second part again.
That they do not rise.
That they do not keep rising. Keep reading.
Nor possess the land.
Nor possess the land. They going to lose possession of this land. Keep reading.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities. Most High is going to destroy this place.
We want no cowards in our camp,